All right, guys, thanks for tuning back into the Cold Pizza Review channel. Today, I'm continuing my series on tools that are made in the USA. I'm going to be talking about this hammer right here. Want to know what I think about it? Hold tight. All right, guys, welcome back. Just briefly before I start talking about this hammer, I had ordered a S-Twing, and I'm just putting that out there in case anybody says, hey, why don't you review an S-Twing? I'm going to put a link at the end of the video to the S-Twing that came in and was unsatisfactory, in my opinion, and I sent it back, and that's why I'm going with the Vaughan. My budget was under $50, and I'm just putting that out there. I know there are other brands of hammers, Martinez and Stiletto, that are, the Rolls Royce of hammers. Again, I was looking at a made in America hammer that was going to be under 50 bucks. And that's why I was looking at Vaughan and S-Twing. So just putting that out there. If you were going to say, hey, you should review these two, look at the link at the end of the video. And I'm going to talk about the S-Twing that came in. So hold tight, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to go into the specs of the Vaughan hammer. I'm going to talk about Vaughan as a company and what I think about this and why I chose this 19-ounce California framer. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm going to talk a little bit about Vaughan, the company, and what I like about them before I get into the specs of the hammer. The company is actually called Vaughan Bushnell. They're a privately owned company, which means they're not tied into some other big tool manufacturer. They're based in Hebron, Illinois, and they've been making hammers in the United States since 1869. You can see it's marked Bushnell, Illinois right there. The cool thing is that Vaughan makes 25% of its tools under private labels. So they make hammers for Snap-on and Stanley. The other thing is that Vaughan's been making hammers for Craftsman for over 100 years. So if you have a Craftsman hammer, you probably got a Vaughan hammer. Thought that was pretty neat. So it's entirely made in the USA, 100%. I love that they marked that on here. I got this one at Lowe's, $29 for 19 ounce. This is the California framer. It's the model CF2-HC. It's a 19 ounce. Now my preference is to have a lighter hammer. I really want 15 or 16, but this was the lightest that they have that was at Lowe's. It's got a milled face that comes epoxy coated, but that's going to wear off really quick. But I felt like the quality, the beveling and the milling and the execution of the magnetic nail holder here was well done. Let's give you up close. Again, it's a hammer. I don't expect perfection, $29. But I felt like they did a good job. Just kind of giving you some overview of the construction of the hammer. Now, the California framer, this is probably one of the most popular hammers ever to be produced. What it is Howard Vaughan Jr., he went out to California and he took two of their most popular tools and combined them together. So this is actually an axe handle. That's why it's curved like that. He saw that some guys were taking their axe handles and using them as a replacement to the standard handle because it gave them a better swing. So that's hence why it became called the California framer. The California framers is the best-selling hammer based on Vaughan to this day. So it's got a lot of history behind it. Cool hammer, made in America. I thought, to me, that was ideal and what I was looking for. It is a long hammer. This is 17 inches long. This is a framing hammer. It's not a finishing hammer. So this is going to be for larger projects you're doing outside. Not if you're applying trim molding. Just letting you know that if you're new to hammers, a framing hammer is extremely long. and you're going to want something that's like a finishing hammer, or look for a short handle. So just getting that out there, this is what it's designed for, is it's got a longer handle here. That said, in terms of hammers that are out there for under $50, you're pretty much Estwing, Vaughan, that are going to be 100% made in the US. There are some other companies to look into that are way more expensive, that have titanium heads on them, but I'm not spending that much. So I like the company. I did quite a bit of research, and that to me right there made all the difference. And $29 was cheaper than the Estwing that I had sent back. So, you know, you buy a $19 hammer at Harbor Freight, all you got to do is just spend $10 more, and you're getting a made in America product. You know, so I'm going to be trying it out here shortly. I've got to build a ladder up into a loft, but pretty sure it's going to function just fine. It's been around for quite a while. That's the Vaughan California framer. They also have a 20, I think it's a 23 ounce, but that's just a little too heavy for me. I do like it to be lighter. Well, let me know what you think about Vaughan as a company. Do you have one? Do you have another company that you would recommend? In my research, there was not another 100% USA made hammer that met my criteria for being 100% made in the US, USA owned, that you could find under $50. It was basically Vaughan and Estwing. If you want to get Estwing, I'm not telling you not to. I still appreciate the fact that Estwing is an American-made company. But the one I received, I had to send back. But I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. But I decided with my money, I'm going to go buy something else that I can appreciate. And that's why I got the Vaughan. So anyway, as always, appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be doing more tool reviews. I'm upgrading all my tools. And as I do, I'm buying American. I'm going to try as much as I can to buy American. So stay tuned. Any comments or anything you think I should be reviewing, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for tuning in.